Alright, so this is an overhead press video, working on my overhead press. I have my shirt off, and I don't usually have my shirt off because I'm not ripped. I actually feel kind of fat, so I'm expecting to get at least 1 or 2 comments about how chubby I might look. Everyone's a little different with their reference points, but I don't look like I'm not shredded at all. I'm actually pretty soft, and I feel actually fat. But luckily I'm strong, so at least I have that to make up for it. And I like to use this as kind of a reference point for the future when I do lean down. It's like, look, I was fat. So, anyways, so here's 185 pounds for 2 reps. The one thing I like about the overhead press that people don't realize, it actually does help improve your upper chest strength, or it helps build your upper chest because you use your upper chest to press overhead.
The way I like to set myself up is when I grab the bar, I grab it really tight, I squeeze the bar as tight as I can, I squeeze my shoulder blades together, and I kind of basically use the bar to push my shoulder blades back, so that way my forearms are as vertical as I can get them. Essentially like a solid front rack with the forearms vertical. Overhead press is one of the fucking hardest exercises there are. It literally took me about a year to get here. I mean, I was pressing with 135 and was stuck around 135 for a while. I mean, for reps, you know, like I get 155 on occasion, but I'd always have some asymmetrical strength. Like you saw in the second repetition, I'd probably lean towards the left. My tricep tends to be really strong on my left side. Also, my lat tends to be stronger on my left side. So what I found is that skull crushers help a lot with building overhead press strength, or just tricep strength for overhead pressing. And a big part is too is flexibility, because a lot of people hurt themselves on overhead presses because of the likelihood of shoulder impingement if that first rib isn't able to glide around, and if your shoulder blade isn't able to go up the way it's supposed to be. Luckily, I spent a lot of time mobilizing for overhead position. So now I feel pretty good about it. It just takes a lot of practice and work, like anything else.
The other thing I don't like about my garage, working on my garage is uneven. And it really does feel weird when I lift near my maximums on some lifts. It just depends on where I'm at on the ground. But at 185 pounds for 1 rep, not too bad. I mean, a big part of it is the setup. You really have to squeeze that bar tight, and you got to pin those shoulder blades back. Now, I recently started adding push presses to my workouts. I kind of use it as a finisher. It just helps me learn how to tolerate the weight better. Get used to, the more I get to mess around with 185 pounds or heavier weights, the better I'm going to get at them. So this is kind of a way to make a heavy weight easier. So don't knock the push press, because it can be effective to helping improve your overhead press and overall strength in other lifts. If you want to get good at something, you're just going to have to do it on a regular basis, and you're going to have to push yourself. And there's really no way around that. It's just reps and sets, practice, repetition. And that's no different than doing it for the overhead press. So, just going to spend a lot of time more on the overhead press, and hope you enjoy my videos.